Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Just haven't posted in maybe a week and a half or something like that. And it's the last moment or so that I'll be having this beard here. So I just wanted to post and give a few updates. So I stopped posting maybe a week and a half ago. So I didn't tell you that last week, which was, I can't remember which day in particular, but we had an early Thanksgiving dinner in my program, which was really cool and fun, and I enjoyed it greatly. It was, the 25th, I believe, or something? Arba'a Khamis, or 27th. So it wasn't last Saturday, but the Saturday before, so I don't remember. But someone made a turkey, and everyone kind of contributed a little bit of food, and it was a week before the real Thanksgiving, and yes, I'm aware of Thanksgiving and what it stands for, and that it's a day of mourning. That one qabila, that one tribe, has declared it a day of mourning, and I think we should read more about the natives in the U.S. and their rich history and their great contributions to just life in general. I mean, it's really, really cool stuff there. It's very sad what happened. And actually, my family never celebrates Thanksgiving. We always get a turkey. My pops gets a turkey. So we do eat the turkey and have a little dinner, but never on that same day. Well, after that, we had break, Eid. It was my first Eid away from family and like friends that I know really well. So the last two in Lansing were with friends and roommates, so I'd lived with them. I'd known them for years, so I mean, we at least did something fun, went to Red Lobster, stuff like that. But and the last Eid here abroad was with my extended family, so that was, still cool. I knew people. But here was the first time, where I was alone, so uh, it was yeah, yeah, you kind of start getting used to it. I mean, it's not like when you were a kid and you'd run downstairs and find the Eid presents and stuff like that, or spend time with your family or do the traditions, whatever you do. But alhamdulillah, it's still Eid, and I like the prayer here. You wake up and after Fajr you hear everyone, all the mosques, on the loudspeakers, they're chanting Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. God is the greatest, God is the greatest. And so, after Fajr, it's very sweet. You have this in the air that God is the greatest. He's greater than any of our thoughts, than anything that we can think of right now, than anything we can believe in, than just everything. It's just a powerful, powerful, powerful statement saying that God is the greatest. And so, we went to the prayer, and the mosque was completely full, of course, so we prayed on the floor, outside on the street, which may be my first time doing it, I think, in congregation, though. I've done it a lot by myself, or maybe with a few buddies, but just the street is just filled with people. And, early in the morning, after Fajr, so you have this, like, cool air that's, like, sweeping across the streets as everyone's praying there, and the sun is rising at the same time, and you're hearing the speech about sacrifice, and a new day is starting. It was really beautiful. The speech was short. Your average speech about sacrifice and why we're celebrating the day, but it was nice. It was nice, and he mentioned a lot of ayahs that were beautiful, and even the recitation was particularly beautiful that day, from this imam. So I had a good time. Nothing was open. In fact, I should say the day before, the day of Arafat, where people stand upon that area in Saudi Arabia, is a important day of fasting to many Muslims abroad. Apparently, that's what I figured out. It's not as big in the U.S. I guess it's because Muslims are a minority. But here, like, all the shops were closed. It was like Ramadan all over again. I didn't expect that. So even after sunset, a lot of places were still closed. So I had to walk around to find a place to get some food, because here in the dorms they had closed up shop for the mess hall. we were only 3 people, 3 students, me, another Muslim who's from Kuwait, and an American who's not a Muslim. Only 3 people in this whole dorm complex, which houses more than 1,500. I think I calculated it. Just think of thousands of students. So it's just like a ghost town. Very eerie when you come back at night, and it's just all dark, all quiet. Usually there's people screaming. It's actually one of the habits I really hate. You know, just being in your dorm and you hear Ahmed, Ahmed, Ahmed. People, I mean, they'll be screaming up 6 floors just in the I don't know how to say it in English right now, but in that open area between the buildings, they'll just be screaming and they'll have whole conversations. It's very annoying, very, very annoying. But alhamdulillah, you know, I was gone for those few days, and so that was nice. I went to Cairo for a day, spent some time with one of my friends, and met some new people, and so that was really fun as well. And again, you know, I don't know where I'm going to be for the next 3 years, Cairo or Damascus, so one or the other. The sad thing is that the floors all over in Cairo and in Alexandria were covered with blood because people just slaughter their animals in the street. It's much different than the U.S. phenomena where my dad would go to, you know, Islamic Relief's website and put in his credit card information, choose a cow or a goat or a sheep or whatever, choose a country he'd like to donate it to, and then click. It's done. You don't see anything. Well, here it's different. Here, the morning of, after prayer, they slaughter, and then the family eats the meat right there in a dish called feta. So I haven't had it yet, but inshallah one day I hope to have it, like with an Egyptian family or something. So you slaughter and then you cook it right away, so it's fresh meat, and it sounds really good by what the people were saying. I'm looking forward to speeches from the U.S. because sometimes they put them on YouTube, and by the way, if anybody did record or knows of recording, please send it through. Whether it's like Imam Sohaib's speeches, which are always awesome, Zaid Shakir, Hamza Yusuf, someone, I'd really appreciate that because I like their ideas and they relate it to America, and they study sociology and history more in general than the people I've seen speak here, so I think it relates to me more. In other news, I have mosquito bites all over my body. It's getting ridiculous. I have over 30 now, over my hands and arms and face, if you can see, I think over here, neck. It's just, you know, my arm is just covered with bites. You can see 2 right there. There's smaller ones here. They're all over here. So I just wake up every morning and I see new bites, and it's very annoying. I'm trying to get through that. My window just doesn't close completely. But good news is, well, it's just because I want to change, and I'll be living abroad in the Middle East for the next few years, inshallah. So I want to get the experience of living in an apartment, and I think I'm ready for a change. So I'm moving out. I have 2 weeks left here in the dorm. Then I'm going to Germany for 2 weeks, and then I'll be coming back and starting with my new roommate, inshallah. I already knew him from before. Not really well, but, you know, seen him around and stuff, and he seems like a really nice guy. He's very respectable, and everybody who knows him only has good things to say about him. So, mashallah, I'm really looking forward to that experience. And he's good at Arabic, which is sweet. So I've been trying to speak less and less and write less and less English, so that's good. Also, the place is nice. I checked it out. It's right on the Corniche, which is that sidewalk that's right on the Mediterranean Sea. So literally out, you know, when I look out my balcony, inshallah, I see the Mediterranean, which is really, really cool. And it's right next to my university, so it's not that far. And yeah, and that's why you see the white background right now, because my room, after I cleaned a little bit, is getting dirty again, because I'm starting to organize my stuff and pack. It's just 2 weeks away, and I'm really looking forward to the big changes that are coming up ahead. So Eid Mubarak to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. And I mean, you know, thanking God or just being grateful in general. And I don't mean the actual event, because you should look up, read more about it, read what happened to the natives who taught the people who came from Europe how to live off the land, and then, you know, the aftermath of that. It's really horrible, but we can learn from history and learn from our mistakes. So shukran lakum, thank you all, and assalamu alaikum.